The one thing that made me the man that I am today and allowed me to build my dream life at 27, having my dream partner, having the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, with whoever I want, having my dream physique and the highest confidence, was me raising my energy to a point where I have high energy all of the time. And I know it's a hard concept for most of you guys to understand because you're so used to having roller coaster energy. You're so used to starting your day with negative thoughts and low energy and anxiety, and then drinking a coffee, get your energy up, and then having a down again at afternoon, right? But energy is literally the key to manifestation. I'm gonna prove it to you in a minute. But just ask yourself for a second, what is the opposite of having high energy? It is either being sick, or it's being depressed, or it's being dead. And yet most people try to achieve their goals, they try to use the law of attraction, they try to work hard and achieve what they want from a state of low energy. And for the most part of my life, I was praying, I was using affirmations. Okay, my life would get worse. Why would my life get worse when I prayed for something, I affirmed something, who I wanted to be, what I wanted to have? Why would my life get worse? It was because I did it from a state of low energy. And when you work out, which is why I always preach to work out, guys, you have high energy, right? Just make that experiment. Try to think about your goals and to think about the work you have to do to achieve your goals. After workout, I've had so many guys having worked out the first time in their life or not having worked out for such a long time and then have again their first workout. And they would tell me they feel better than ever before. And if you then ask them, so John, do you think you're gonna achieve your goals? Do you think you have what it takes? They're gonna say, of course. Why? Because they have high energy. And low energy literally equals low belief. High energy equals high belief. And that is the law of attraction. You don't just manifest the good thoughts, the good things in your life. Every single time you have doubts about yourself, every single time your mind tricks you into procrastination, every single time you have negative thoughts, anxiety, fear, you manifest this, right? So when you have low energy, your life is going to get worse or is not going to change. But if you have high energy, you can get every single thing that you want. I'm gonna prove to you quickly that energy is the key to manifestation. You can say 10 times after each other, I feel so bad. And what's gonna happen is eventually you're gonna feel a little bit more bad, right? But try to say 10 times after each other, I feel so amazing. Now, if you are in a high energy state, you're gonna believe it. It's going to manifest. But a lot of times, and that happened to me, when you say good things about yourself, you try to convince yourself, I can achieve my dreams, I'm made for this, it's going to happen. A lot of times your life gets worse because you do it from a state of low energy. Energy literally amplifies what you want, okay, whether it's good or bad, or what you think about, I have to say. And your thoughts shapen, your emotions shapens, your actions shapens the outcome, right? So when we look at what increases energy, what influences energy the most, there are three things in my opinion. The first one is health, right? That's why working out is so important. The second one are hormones. Especially testosterone nowadays is the key to having higher energy as a man, because most men have lower energy levels, lower testosterone levels than their grandpa. And that's why then you wonder why you go through life, you try to work for your goals, you try to have this belief that you can, but your mind tells you you can't, and you fail or you quit. It's because you have lower testosterone levels and you have lower energy as a consequence. Now, the third thing that I believe is the most significant when it comes to having higher energy or lower energy is your surrounding. That's why it's so important to have the right community, to be in the right group of people, to have the right mentors. Because if I sit here now and I'm telling you genuinely from the bottom of my heart, because I believe it, I'm telling you that you're amazing and you're powerful and you're gonna achieve all that you want. You're gonna feel better about yourself, you're gonna have higher belief, and you're gonna also manifest what you want much more likely. But if you have somebody, let me give you the example I always give, okay? If you grow up in a family that tells you all the time you're not good enough, you can't do this, don't take risks, who are you to achieve this, right? You're not gonna make it. It's going to literally interfere with your belief in everything. Whether you want to achieve your dream body, right? Whether you want to achieve your dream business, whether you want to have your dream partner, you need to surround yourself with people who make you believe that you can do it, and best also show you steps to get there practically, okay? As a matter of fact, for the most part of my life, I would pray for things. I would pray and I would try to use affirmations, and my life got worse. And I didn't understand why. I was literally questioning my relationship to God and my ability to achieve things, until I realized it was because I was always affirming or praying from a state of low energy. And what I did then is I made sure that I feel great about myself before I do any affirmation or before I pray. And my life transformed unbelievable. Everything that I ever wanted was on the other side of having high energy and then using the law of attraction. Because the law of attraction is not just you manifesting the good stuff in your life. Every single negative thought you have, whether it's anxiety, it's fear, it's doubt, manifests into your life. Now ask yourself, when do you have negative thoughts? When do you have anxiety, fear? Always and only when you have low energy. That's why working out is so freaking important, right? It puts you into a high energy state. Ask somebody who's just worked out if he believes that he can achieve his dreams. He's gonna say yes, of course. Why? Because he has high energy. Okay, so what I wanna give you with this video is the ability to see that if you have a vision in your mind, if you have this dream to be rich or to have a better body, to have your dream partner, it's there for a reason. You're not supposed to live on this life to have a dream and to not achieve it, because other people don't have that. You might want to get into your dream physique, into your dream shape. Other people don't want that. You want to have a six-pack. Others could not care less about a six-pack. So why can you see yourself having a six-pack? Why do you want to get rich? While others don't care about that. Okay, why do you want to have your dream partner while others are totally fine and comfortable just having any partner so they don't die alone? Why? Because it's placed in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. Call it whatever you want, for a reason. And if you understand this, that somebody, something, I call it God, put this into your mind so you can achieve it, then you have to understand that you need high energy to do this. Whether it's using the law of attraction because you want to be rich or free or have more love, or you need to have high energy. Because every single time you're going to pray or you're going to do an affirmation, when you do it from a state of high energy, it happens like this. I would go on walks for an hour or two, listen to music that I like, okay? Or I would work out and then I would pray. Then I would try to affirm the life that I want and try to visualize it and feel it. And my life would transform. Versus before I prayed and it didn't happen. My life often got worse. And it was because I understood that my energy is literally directly tied to my ability to manifest what I want in my life. You have to put in the work anyways, right? I mean, if you watch this video, you're somebody who's putting in the work already. You work out, but you quit again or you fall off. Why? Because you have low energy, and it makes you not believe that you can be the guy who's consistent. You might be in business and you might have a plateau, or you might not have started your business because your mind makes you believe you can't. You're not good enough, right? Your mind tricks you into procrastination. You doubt yourself. Why? Because you have low energy. So whether you want to be happier, you want to make more money, you want to have a better body, you want to have better relationships, you have to make it a top one priority to have high energy. Because I've been trying to work hard. I've been trying to manifest when I was in a low energy state. And back then I didn't understand that this is the sole problem. Why I do not get what I want, why I always find a way to fail, why I always find a way to prove that I'm not good enough. It was because I had low energy. And when I changed that, when I changed the state that I pray in, when I changed the state that I look at my goals, everything transformed, everything. I got consistent, my belief was never higher, and I was becoming obviously also more productive. Because when you have low energy, you can be the hard worker in the room, you can. But how many of you guys watch this video and you've been working hard for years? You've been trying hard for years to diet, to work out, to work on your business, to work on relationships, and yet you don't have the life you want. You have to understand it's because you have been doing it from a state of low or suboptimal energy. And if you prioritize having high energy, you will get what you want. The vision you have in your mind, it's there for a reason. You're supposed to have it. God did not put you on this earth with a vision so that you can fail and not achieve what you want. The only thing you need to do, okay, is to increase your energy, and you will get every single thing that you want in your life.